This video is brought to you by the Critical Language Service. To learn more about our Arabic classes taught via telepresence to schools and small groups, visit our website at www.criticallanguageservice.com.
Number 3 in handwriting is written like this, with one tooth. Let's take a close look at 2 and 3 in handwriting. As you see, in number 2 in handwriting we have straight line, and in number 3 in handwriting we have a tooth. Remember not to confuse 2 in printed form with 3 in handwriting, because 2 in printed form looks like this, which is similar to 3 in handwriting. Meanwhile, 3 in print has 2 teeth. Now you see here the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ahlan wa sahlan. Let's take a look at numbers in Arabic. Numbers in Arabic are written in 2 different forms, printed and handwriting. First, we take a look at the printed forms. Number 1 in printed form look like this. As you see, it is only straight line. Number 2 in printed form is like this. And here number 3. As you see, number 2 has 1 tooth and number 3 has 2 teeth. Here is number 4 in printed form. As you see, it's like a backward 3. Number 5 in printed form looks like a circle. Now let's take a look at the numbers in handwriting forms. The numbers in handwriting and print are all the same except for number 2 and number 3. Number 2 is written like this in handwriting and 2 straight lines. So you see 2 in handwriting looks like backwards 7. Number 1 is Arabic is واحد. Number 2 is اثنين. Number 3 is ثلاثة. Number 4 is أربعة. Number 5 is خمسة. Let's take a look at the names of the number 6 to 10. 6 is ستة. Is number 7, سبعة. Number 8 is ثمانية. Number 9 is تسعة. And number 10 is عشرة. Once again, numbers from 6 to 10 are ستة, سبعة, ثمانية, تسعة, and finally عشرة. Number 6 to 10 has the same printed form and handwriting form. Number 6 is written like this. It's like 7 in English, but it has straight line on the bottom. and we never have this small tail in number 6 in Arabic. And number 7 is written like a V. Number 8 is written like number 7 in Arabic, but it is downward. Number 9 is written like exactly the English 9. Number 10 in Arabic is written with number 1 and dot in front of it. Dot represents 0, and this is how we write 0 in Arabic, with dot. As we said before, the shapes of Arabic numbers are slightly different when they are written by hand versus when they appear in print in places like newspapers and books. Now watch how I write numbers from 1 to 5 in handwriting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now in print, 1 is the same. 2 is slightly different. It has a tooth instead of straight line. Here straight line, and here's the tooth. Number 3 in printed has 2 teeth. In handwriting, it has only 1 tooth. 4 is the same, and 5 is the same too. To compare the numbers from 6 to 10 in handwriting and print, go to page 71 of your book. Writing numbers greater than 9. Now let's take a look at a number 4.50. Like English number, Arabic numbers are also written from left to right. So we write first number 4, and then 5, and then 0. And it's important to know that instead of decimal point, which is dot in English, in Arabic we use comma. Now let's take a look at the phone number 9670581. First we write 9, then 6, 7, 0, then we write 5, 8, and finally number 1. Notice that we write all the numbers together and no hyphen is used when writing phone numbers in Arabic. Now let's take a look at the number 424 or 424. In Arabic, first we write 4, 2, and at the end 4. So we write it just like English, there is no difference. Now we have the year 1982. First we write the 1, then number 9, and 8, and finally 2. And we'll look at this more in a minute, that in Arabic, instead of reading this number 1982, we read it 19280. Now let's take a look at the number 10,789. And first we start with number 1, then 0, 7, 8, 9. And it is important to know that for big numbers, we don't put comma in Arabic. Once again, the key difference between the Arabic and English is that the English decimal point become comma in Arabic. As you see here in 4.50, instead of point we have comma. And there is no equivalent to the English comma used with large numbers in Arabic, as you see here in 10,789. And Arabic doesn't use dashes in phone numbers, as you see here 9, 6, 7, 0, 5, 8, 1. Numbers in Arabic. As we said before, Arabic numbers are read in a special way. Hundreds and above are read first, but below hundreds, the number is the ones place is always read before the number in the tens place. So if I have the number 1542, so in Arabic, I first will read the thousands, and then the hundreds, and then the ones, and then the tens. It would be read like this: 1,500, 2, and 40.